Hey guys, welcome to Happy Time Reviews and welcome to another rant. This is this time a rant about laptop computers and the build quality of a lot of these computers over time and what it seems you are paying for and receiving for the money spent. Um, I'm a big fan of my Lenovo Legion laptop. Really, I am. I really like it. It's really powerful. It clones my desktop computer, so if I need to do something on the go, really I can. I don't have to worry too much about, not being able to complete a task or edit a video or something. Um, Literally, it was a clone of the desktop until I had upgraded it. You can see my other video and Happy Times reviews for the custom gaming computer. So, but the laptop, it has a little bit less RAM, and the game, although the video card is still an RTX 3060, it's the M, so it has 6 gigabytes of VRAM, where the desktop has 12 gigabytes of VRAM. So it really is a far superior graphics card on the desktop. But it's for what it is, honestly, that I'd say that laptop is like 95% of the desktop in performance and everything. But here's my gripe. Um, if you want to go get a decent laptop anymore, or at least a decently priced one that has all the specs you'd be looking for, say, a minimum of Core i5, a minimum of 16 gigs of RAM, um, you're still going to spend for something that comes in a metal case, you're still probably going to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of, you know, 800 to $1,000. This computer right now at Best Buy, it's not on clearance, but it's on sale, and I guess it says, well, new everyday low price. It's 1,199, which is cheaper than I bought it for. I paid almost 1,600 for this laptop. Um, Nonetheless, when you compare that to something that basically what separates this from the other ones is the rainbow keyboard and a graphics card. Um, and as mentioned before in one of my other rants, I had a Samsung Galaxy Book that did have a metal case. And again, I had it and it was actually almost a year. And yeah, I really didn't end up liking that computer. It was a Core i7 that had a quad core that, with the right technology, they turned it into an 8 core. So it was actually four CPU chips with 8 core performance. Um, but still, and they called it a Core i7, and Core i7 in the 11th generation was, pushing 16 cores already in 10th gen. So I don't understand how they can call it an i7 and get away with that. But nonetheless, it also had L low power DDR4 RAM soldered to the motherboard. So when the RAM died, that's it for that computer. It's like made like a MacBook. When the RAM dies, I'm going to have to send it in to somebody to unsolder all the RAM chips and replace them all. And if that is the case later in the future, I'm probably going to have it 32 gigs of RAM soldered on, larger capacity chips. Excuse me. So, nonetheless, that was a $1,000 laptop computer. And comparing the two of them, that one has a touch screen that this one does not. And that's another gripe that I'm going to go over here. You know, for a gaming computer to be 16, 17, 18, $2,000 and not come with a touch screen, I mean, not everybody wants their touch screen laptop to be tablet. They would like just to have a touch screen because, I mean, you're paying enough for this computer. It sure would be nice to have it like an all-in-one where you can just reach out and touch the screen to get some basic stuff done. So that's my other gripe is if I'm going to be paying so much for one of these computers, I really would like to see a touchscreen on it. Right now, only one gaming computer manufacturer makes a gaming laptop that has a touchscreen display. It's an Asus ROG. I think it's called the ROG Flow, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a 16 inch, but they didn't just make it a regular gaming laptop. They turned it into a tablet type where you can fold the keyboard inside out and, you hold it inside out like that and use it like a tablet. I'm not fond of that, truly. I'm not fond of that type of setup. Um, I already have a tablet. I wouldn't want to take my gaming computer anywhere or have it that portable that it needed to act like a tablet. And certainly, if you're going to use the computer that way, you're not going to be packing in absolute peak performance specs if it's going to be, flipped inside out like a tablet like that. Um, I looked over it and I looked up the processor and stuff, and all of my assumptions were correct. It says it has a 13th gen Core i7, and that's true. It does. It has the like mobile one, so it's a true 8 core with that's turned 16 thread. Um, but it's nowhere near like mine is a 20 is I believe mine's a 16 core 20 thread. Yeah, this one's 16 core 20 thread because that one's 20 core 28 thread. Um, so again, there's still a big significant performance difference there. And keep in mind, mine's a 12th gen Intel, not a 13th gen Intel, and I have more performance than their newest tablet laptop offering, gaming laptop tablet offering. Um, what I'd like to see are just all of the normal laptops, even like mine, just a regular Lenovo Legion. I'd like to see them all touchscreen. It's not that expensive to put the touch film on, considering how much we're already paying for this laptop computer. I really would like to see it, just as a standard feature. I mean, like, let me give a good example, and I hate to use it this way, but it's just the best example I've got. My mom you likes laptop computer over a desktop computer, and she uses an older Dell Precision laptop computer. That Precision laptop, I have told her I don't know how many times, she should really utilize the touch screen, and she's like, nah. Sometimes I even forget it's there because it looks like a normal laptop, just as the hinge, it doesn't flip inside out. So a lot of times she doesn't even use the touch screen, but there's times that she remembers it is, and she uses it, like when she's using a photo editor and stuff. She'll remember, and she can use it to do that pinch and zoom thing on the screen where you take your fingers and pinch and zoom. um, and she likes that. It helps. My dad, on the other hand, he has an all-in-one, and he absolutely adores using the touch screen. Um, he has a failing or he has a nerve condition which causes his right hand to fail after a while. It just pinchy and sore, and so having a touch screen is all the difference because then he doesn't have to have his hand gripping a mouse and moving around and clicking. He can just, touch the screen and tap. So there's days like that for me where I wish my laptop computer was a touch screen because my life would be a lot easier, and instead I end up using my Samsung Galaxy Tab Active Pro 4 for a good chunk of my day because I needed the larger touchscreen, or I end up resorting to my phone. Um, so it's not something that I want to do, but it is something that ends up happening. Um, so, but that's my rant. PC manufacturers, I hope you're listening. Please, please spend the extra money, and for the money we're going to be spending anyway with how much prices are going up, please add touchscreen film to even just the regular touchscreens. If Asus can make a tablet like one with still the same screen specs where it's 240 hertz, it's like 500 nits. I can't see any reason why the other manufacturers can't do the same. And by the way, that PC spec'd out with 32 gigs of RAM. I believe it has a RTX 4080. That thing fully spec'd out on Best Buy's website only goes for like 2,200 bucks. So not much more than I originally paid for this Legion. So again, keeping that in mind, um, and keeping in mind that I still absolutely adore my computer. Um, which actually I have to say a little bit on the Legion. Lenovo did a very good job on this laptop computer, other than me desperately missing my touch screen. Um, it's solid, it has a metal case, it's fast, it boots up. Um, you could perceivably, if you bought the same series laptop as you do desktop, you could have them cloned like this. At one point, I had my desktop had an i7 in it, and my laptop did as well. They were literally clones of each other, except the laptop had 42 gigs of RAM and the desktop has 64 gigs of RAM. So those are your two big differences that you see, or that you would that I would point out there. So, but I have to say, Lenovo, good job overall on a lot of the stuff that you've made. I do have a few gripes about a few of the products that you've made, like that M500 gaming RGB gaming mouse. That from its odd shape, I mean, it's a cool design. It really is a cool looking mouse. Um, I could appreciate it, if I was standing in Best Buy and I had the Legion keyboard, which conveniently is the K500 RGB, and you have the two next to each other with a Lenovo Legion curved screen monitor with the Lenovo Legion desktop. I mean, I get it, for marketing. I got it because I was like, cool little match. And still, I tried again within the last week to try and use it again because I'm like, I really feel bad. I really liked the setup. It looked good because it all went together, and I couldn't. The glue, pour, that's just seeping out of those like Teflon stickers uh, are causing it to be jumpy when I use it, and it's not like it's not picking it up and it's not reading kind of jumpy. It's that it's sticking to the mouse pad cloth. And trust me, I tried using a brand new mouse pad just to test and see if it, and I got the same result. I got no difference whatsoever. So no, I mean, again, there's I'd say probably 90% of what Lenovo puts out is good. I have yet to receive a bad Lenovo or use a bad Lenovo product. Sorry, guys, I've been fighting that for a few minutes. But I've used quite a number of good Lenovo products, so I can't complain. For a budget computer, I had a Lenovo IdeaPad 1i. It had an AMD 12 core, or no, it was a 16 core processor and no, yeah, it was a 12 core processor and 12 gigs of RAM. So for a budget PC, I mean, it was nothing extravagant. It definitely doesn't meet my minimum spec of 16, but as a budget PC, I mean, a 12 core with 12 gigs of RAM. No, I was right. It's a 16 core with 12 gigs of RAM. It came in at 329. So that's one heck of a value and fully charged. I mean, it had a fingerprint scanner, it was a touch screen. Um, it was a very good value laptop computer. So if anybody's out there is wondering about a good uh, budget PC right now, considering how good this one and then the other one was, I ended up giving or selling the Lenovo IdeaPad 1i that I had to a friend who desperately needed a computer when I was uh, upgrading my Legion and I already had the Galaxy Book. So I sold him that Lenovo 1i and he absolutely adores it. You can't really upgrade it, but that's okay. Because even if you can't upgrade the RAM on the computer, it still was blazing fast. It was not a slow PC by any means. All right, well now seriously, this wraps up my rant. If you guys have any more questions or you want to suggest a rant, or you have something you'd like to rant about, go ahead and leave it in the comments. And I know my channel's not big right now, but at some point this channel will be big and it will grow and it'll do what I think it should be doing. All right, guys, thank you.